If you choose to exercise on any platform with MSU Denver and its affiliates, you do so at your own risk and acknowledge that there is an innate risk of injury when participating in any physical activity. Participation is voluntary and practiced in a safe place suitable for this activity. Some practices may not be safe under certain medical conditions, so consult a doctor if you have any medical concerns. If you experience any physical or emotional pain or discomfort, you will listen to your body, adjust the practice, and ask for support from a medical provider. You hereby agree to irrevocably release and waive any claims that have now or hereafter may have against MSU Denver and its affiliates. You have read this disclaimer and have acknowledged it prior to participating in this activity.
Hello everyone and welcome to Power Bar. My name is Chasity and I'm going to be your instructor for today's class. Today you're going to need some light weights, 1 to 3 pound weights would be great. If you don't have weights at home, you can grab some soup cans, some water bottles, anything with just a little bit of weight to it, not too much, that you can hold in your hands easy enough. That would be great. And then if you would like something for the floor, you can grab a yoga mat, a blanket, or a towel. Anything will work great, just while we're doing some floor work. Otherwise, make sure you have some water, and you should be all set. Make sure that you are working at your own pace and that you are listening to your body. If you feel like you need to step out of something for just a moment, feel free to, and then just rejoin in whenever you are ready. And I guess let's go ahead and get started.
All right, so we're going to start standing however you feel comfortable, and then we're going to go ahead and begin with nice deep inhales, arms coming up overhead, taking a few of them here. Beautiful. And whenever you're ready, go ahead and start. We're just going to do some knee pulls up about just parallel to your hips or a little higher if you can, beginning to warm up through the legs. When you're ready, go ahead, bring these arms up overhead, and we're going to add a twist over that opposite knee. Pull that core in tight to your spine, making sure that you're staying strong the whole time, staying controlled all the way through your movements. A couple more here. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead, we're going to turn, or you can stay however you are. We're just going to move into a lunge series. So you have 1 foot forward, 1 foot back. You're going to make sure that your knee is not going past that toe there. Arms are going to come up overhead and hold. And then we're going to bring those arms straight out forward and hold. And when you're ready, you're going to go ahead and reach down low and hold. Giving it just a couple seconds, nice feeling through those hamstrings. And then when you're ready, step it in. And we're going to switch sides. Again, making sure that that knee is not going over that toe. You're in a nice strong hold. Arms come up overhead, reaching forward and up. Nice long spine. When you're ready, reaching forward. Nice and strong here. When you're ready, and reach down. Couple nice deep breaths and step it in. Nice deep inhale coming up and exhale coming down. We're going to go ahead and make our way down to the ground nice and easy with control, making sure that we're staying nice and calm here. We don't want to hurt ourselves. Go ahead, align the shoulders and hands and then your knees with your hips. We're going to begin doing some bird dogs, so extending opposite arm, opposite leg. Pull that core in tight. Make sure that you try and keep a nice straight back as you are moving through. Don't want to pull too high or too low. Try and reach from one wall to the other. And then when you're ready, go ahead, relax those hands. You're going to do nice deep breaths, moving in and out through cat and cow. Deep inhales, pulling up into your spine as your cat. Exhale, pressing down into your stomach as the cow. And repeat a couple times. When you're ready, go ahead. You're going to walk out and press back into child's pose. I'm just going to alternate a little bit here just to warm up through your shoulders more. Go ahead, walk it back in. We're going to press up and back into downward facing dog. walk out your heels a little bit just to make sure that the back of your legs are also warmed up. And then inchworm back, roll to a nice standing position, deep inhale and exhale. Go ahead and grab some water and we will go ahead and get started with our workout. So you're going to go ahead and grab your weights here, and then we're going to stand however you feel comfortable on your one supporting leg. Have a nice soft bend in that supporting leg's knee. And then if you can, you're just going to pull your opposite leg up and hold your balance. And then we are going to start pressing up into a nice high W. Make sure your core is staying tight to help with balance. If you need to, you can put that toe down on the ground and pull from there. You can go ahead and start adding a little bit of a leg extension with that press if you'd like to. Again, this is totally optional for you. And go ahead, we're going to hold out, pulling up and down. Stay strong. Bend that supporting leg's knee a little bit more if you need to help with your balance. And when you're ready, we're going to go ahead and bring it back in. You can shake it out really quick here and then readjust. And then we're going to go ahead and do the combination of both of those workouts. You're going to press, lower, rise, and return. Extend, lower, rise, and return. Beautiful. So we just keep bringing them in, out, up, and down for a couple more rounds here. And then whenever you're ready, we're just going to pull it in. You pull, you're going to twist slightly in and out. You can hold that balance if you'd like to some more. Or you can keep that toe on the floor too. Try and keep those elbows as close to your body as you can. Great. And we're going to go ahead and set up on the opposite side here, supporting yourself on that opposite leg. When you're ready, you're just going to hold your balance and then add in those arms. Just go ahead and starting with those bicep press. You're going to squeeze those triceps to help you keep those biceps under control, making sure that the movements are nice and smooth. And then you can go ahead, we're going to add that leg in. Extending, bring it in. Beautiful. You might notice your balance is a little bit better on one side over the other. That is great. That's why we practice doing it on both sides. No worries. You can always come back down to the floor if you need to. Go ahead, we're going to start holding them out, and you're just going to rise and lower. If you need to, you can just move those arms. Go ahead, bring it back in, shake it out, and when you're ready, setting it up, we're going to do the combination of the two. So we're going to extend, raise, lower, and return. Beautiful. Extend, lower, raise, return. Just a couple more here. Beautiful. Go ahead, we're going to bring it in and hold it. We're going to twist into the center and back out. Try and hold that balance as best you can. Beautiful. 3, 2, 1, and relax. Go ahead, take a nice deep inhale, arms come up overhead. Exhale, grab some water if you need it here, and then we're going to go ahead and get set up for our deadlift and lunge series. For this next exercise or series, we are going to need one weight, and you're going to use it starting in your right hand, because your right leg is going to go back into sort of like a high lunge. You're going to put a nice soft bend in that front leg, and then if you're ready, you can go ahead and you're just going to press straight down, and then you're going to rise back up, squeezing your glute and your core to get to back up. You can bring that leg up off of the ground if you are comfortable and if your balance permits it. If not, you can go ahead and keep that leg on the ground, and then just make sure that you keep a nice straight flat back, and then you can easily raise and lower from there. You're going to do just a few of these just to get used to the balance. And then, I'm going to turn back over so that I can make sure you can see my arm. We're going to lower to our deadlift and hold for a moment. You can bring that leg up or you can keep it down on the ground. And then you're going to add a row up into that series as well. So you're going to pull that elbow in and straight up. Try and keep it as close to your body as you can. Just a couple more, and then you're going to rise and then come back. Go ahead, shake it out, and then when you're ready, you're going to combine the two. You're going to do a nice deadlift, hold, watch your balance. So you go into your deadlift, hold, row for 2, and then extend back into your standing position. Beautiful. So you're going to repeat that a couple of times here. Into your deadlift, row 2 times, and then stand. Remember, you can keep that foot on the floor if you need it. Keep that elbow close to your body, making sure that that back stays flat and safe the whole time. Beautiful. Go ahead, we're going to shake it out, making sure that our legs are still here. From here, you're going to step back again with that right leg. This time we're going to do a lunge. So you want to make sure that that front knee is not going to go over that front toe. You're just going to go straight down and press back up, squeezing the glutes as you rise. Beautiful. Making sure that you're watching your form, coming down to 90-90, not quite touching the floor here with that back knee, but getting close. And then go ahead and step it back in, shake it out. From here, we're going to add a nice shoulder press. So you're going to bring it up and you're just going to press straight up overhead. Nice strong hold here. You're going to be adding the press in with your lunge. So you want to make sure that when you're doing these that you are going to be doing the press in that lunge position eventually. So that's why we set up that way. When you're ready, we're going to go ahead and shake it out if you need to. Step back up in that lunge position. And then you're going to do the combination of the lunge with the press series. So you're going to press down, bend, press. Beautiful. Down, press. Keep that shoulder strong. Make sure that you're not letting that weight take control of you, or if it's too light for you, if it feels like it's too light at the moment, that it's staying under control, go ahead, shake it out. And then when you're ready, we're going to do a combination of everything that we have done so far in this series. So we're going to do a deadlift, 2 rows, step back in, lunge, press. So here we are. We have our deadlift, 2 rows, rise back into our lunge position, 1 lunge, and press. Stand up, catch your balance, RDL, row, step back up, lunge, and press. Keep that core tight to your spine. It might become a little bit easier as we do it. Beautiful. And we have 1 more left here. Coming down, hold, row, rise, lunge, up and press. Beautiful work. We're going to go ahead, we're going to shake it out. We're going to turn around and repeat all of that on this opposite side here. So this time you should have your right foot up, and if you have it flip-flopped, that's okay. You can have your left here too. We're going to go ahead and start with just the single leg deadlift, getting used to the balance on this side, readjusting yourself as needed, and making sure that your form is comfortable. And then whenever you're ready, you're going to go ahead and add in that row. So you're going to hold that RDL or that deadlift there, and you're going to pull up with that elbow. If you need to hold it down, you can bring that leg down too. That is perfectly fine. I put my opposite arm out directly to the side to assist with balance as well. Go ahead, step it back in, and we're going to go ahead and combine the deadlift with the row. So we're going to deadlift, hold, row 2 times. Watch that balance. Step back up. Beautiful. Again, squeeze that glute, squeeze your core. Keep a nice flat back. Beautiful. We have one more. Coming down to that deadlift, hold. 2 rows and rise. Oh, I'm sorry, one more here. Watch your balance. Falling over. And rise. Go ahead, shake it out when you're ready. We're going to step it straight back in prepping for that lunge series. Making sure that that knee is not going over that toe. We're going to come straight down into that 90-90, both legs. Press up and squeeze with that glute at the top. Perfect. Like I said, I like to keep my opposite arm out to the side, kind of like I'm in an airplane, just because it helps with balance. It helps with just keeping me under control. When you're ready, go ahead. We're going to hold at the top and just add in that press. Stay strong. Watch that bicep. Squeeze at the top of that tricep. Perfect. Go ahead. Step it in, shake it out. We're going to prep for the full combination. Coming in for that deadlift. Coming with that lunge and then adding the press. Perfect. Nice deep breath. Make sure that you are remembering to breathe throughout the whole workout. Step out at any time if you need to take a break and join back in whenever you're ready. Stay strong. Last one, and step it in. Perfect. Now we're going to go ahead and do the full combination with the deadlift, row, lunge, and press. When you're ready, find your balance. Coming in for that first deadlift, row, get that elbow in tight, step it back, lunge, press, up overhead. Perfect. Don't forget to row here, rise, lunge, and press. You can bend that front leg as much as you need to help get your support. Drive your energy through that front heel. Last one here, we're going to go ahead and come back into that lunge and press. Beautiful work on this lunge series. Go ahead and grab water here really fast, and then we will go ahead and do some core work on the floor. So to begin, we are going to be doing some coming down to the floor onto our stomachs. So go ahead. I like to take a nice step back into a little curtsy and then bring my other knee down to the ground so I can safely make my way down. Go ahead. We're going to just walk out into a nice low position. You can point those toes on the ground. And we're just going to start by carefully just raising and lowering. Your hands can either be down at the goalpost position by your head or up overhead, depending on where you would like it to be. We're not going to lift too much. You really want to make sure that you are not lifting too high off the ground, that you're staying as strong and as flat as you possibly can. You are really wanting to just work that core a little bit on the front and back side. So we're going to do just a little bit of raising and lowering to get it prepped. And then when you're ready, you're just going to hold it a little bit longer, pulling from one wall to the other. So you want your fingertips to reach one side of the room and your toes to reach the other side of the room. You're just wanting to make yourself really long. We're going to go ahead and bring those arms in, up overhead. Lower your legs and just lift your chest slightly off the ground. And we're going to add in a nice shoulder pull down or lat pull down overhead. Just a few, really, you can keep them as fast or as slow as you would like to, really squeezing your back as you pull down. Beautiful work. You really want to make sure that your core is engaged the whole time. So go ahead, whenever you're ready, go ahead and we're going to press back into child's pose. For just a moment here, coming up back down into our super person position. Extend and lower, relaxing your body. When you're ready, you're going to add just a little bit of wiggling with your legs and arms, just like you're doing some swimmers here. Keep that core engaged. You really want to make sure that you're not wiggling your whole body, just those arms and legs staying strong. Hold and reach and relax. Go ahead, press up, and go ahead and we will get ready for our next set. Alrighty, so we are going to be doing a side lunge series for our next, for the rest of our class actually. So we're going to go ahead and make our way, if you're not already still on the ground, making your way back to the ground. And we're going to come up making sure that our elbow is directly under our shoulder. And then you're really wanting to make sure that you stay long, pulling that hip off the ground. You can keep your knee on the ground for option 1. You can zigzag for option 2, or you can stack for option 3, depending on however you feel today. Pick the plank position that works best for you. When you're ready, go ahead and get set up, and we're going to hold, really making sure you're pulling that hip off the ground, pulling and squeezing with those glutes, and that opposite arm is going to come directly over your head as well. From here, you're going to take that top foot and pull it front and back. Stay really strong through your core here. Staying engaged the whole time, pulling that belly button into your spine. Hips are pulling straight up to the ceiling. Your glutes are squeezing. Beautiful. Go ahead, we're going to start, just relax for a moment, shake it out. When you're ready, we're going to come back up into that plank position. Holding at the top. When you're ready, we're going to bring that one hip down to the ground for just a moment and practice just coming to the ground and then rising back into that plank, really making sure that our shoulder is ready to include this part in our workout as well. Perfect. Readjust as needed. Might be a little harder to hold. From here, we're going to add a little corkscrew. So you're going to come all the way down to the ground. That top leg is going to crunch in to that top arm or hand. Try and reach it if you can. A little bit of twist in our core work here. Perfect. And last one, we're going to rise and hold for just a couple seconds. When you're ready, go ahead, relax. You're going to go ahead and turn over into a top high plank position. And then you're going to do some mountain climbers. You can do them as fast as you'd like, as slow as you'd like, just pulling those knees into your chest, making sure you keep a nice flat back. A couple more here. And when you're ready, go ahead and relax. And then we're going to go ahead and flip to the other side. Well, I'll flip to the other side as you can see, but we're going to do the opposite side plank that we didn't do last time. So you're going to make sure that your elbow is lined up under your shoulder, knees lined up with your hips, and hips come up off the ground. And find that plank position that worked for you today. Arm comes up overhead, and we're just going to hold for a few moments. When you're ready, we're going to add in that toe tap, front and back. Remember, trying to stay as strong and steady as you can. Try and keep that balance the best you can. If you haven't noticed already, balance is kind of the theme for this class today, and really wanted to make sure that we incorporated it. Go ahead and shake it out if you need to. If not, hold your side plank for just a few more seconds here. Reset up into your high plank position. We're going to set up so that we're making sure that we can come down to the ground safely and then rise back up into that side plank. So just adding a little twist down to the ground. When you're ready, adding in that corkscrew at the top, reaching your hand to your toe. Or as close as you can. Again, one side might be a little bit more flexible than the other. And last one, we're gonna hold for just a second. And when you're ready, we're going to relax. Turning over and coming into that mountain climber set one last time. Pulling those knees into your chest. Again, as fast or as slow as you would like, just make sure that you are keeping a nice flat back. Couple more here. And when you're ready, go ahead. We're going to bring those big toes together, knees apart, pressing down and back into child's pose. Really going to get into a nice little stretch here. Go ahead. We're going to walk it forward, pressing down into a cobra stretch, bringing that core down to the ground. A couple nice deep breaths. Beautiful. When you're ready, we're going to press it back into downward facing dog for just a couple deep breaths as well. And then go ahead, we're going to come down to the ground. And then we're going to come into a figure 4 stretch, bringing one leg up over the opposite knee. And then just pulling into it should help loosen up your hips a little bit, your hamstrings a little bit, making sure that those glutes are staying not too sore for you. Perfect. Rock it a couple times to get a little bit into that stretch more. And when you're ready, go ahead and relax. Gonna come in for one nice deep breath up overhead. Exhale.
Thank you so much for joining me today, everybody. I really enjoyed this workout with you. Make sure that you stretch a little bit more, get some extra water, and we'll see you at the next class. Have a great week.